Testing, testing. I'm looking clear on this screen. Yes, ma'am. I live. I live. My braids are laid down to rest. I need to lay down to rest because it is 12 at night. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting ready for bed and I just am bored, and before my phone dies, I wanted to tell a little story. Now, if I was actually editing this and not using iMovie, the title would have been at the bottom by now, but it is not. So anyways, to the story. Okay, so I told this story many times on my Twitter. All of them. By the way, follow me on Twitter at the Fagette, FAUGETTE. Anyway, I wrote down it all here. I have everything. I don't want to miss any details. Okay, so this was around last year, October, November. And then, as you know, oh, by the way, I was very illegal. But we don't tell anybody, right? Because it's not a crime if you don't tell anybody. Sorry about that. But anyways, yes, I was on Grindr and I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, honey. Oh. I was just hoping for somebody decent to come in these guts. And not come in these guts, use protection, but to come inside of the guts, not come. C-O-U-M. C-O-U-M. Oh my god. C-O-M-E. Come, not C-U-M, okay? Just get that clear. I don't do that. I'm not that type of girl. But, anyway. Sorry if I keep looking over here. I'm looking at my notes so I don't miss any details. So, yes, I finally found a guy. He was decent looking. He invited me over his house, but the thing was, I had school in the morning because I was still underage. But now I'm aged and I can tell this story without a problem. But he was also doing something. He was babysitting at his house. So I got over there. I took my school things. I took my book bag. I got my school clothes just in case it got messy. And I went over there. And I had to sneak inside of his house. And because the kids were sleeping. So we had to do all this quietly. So we talked and smoked. And then all of a sudden his pants came off.
Wow!
Clearly, my conversation was not enough to keep him entertained. But yes, we did that thing. It was fun for the most part. But like before that, we were like sending pictures to each other. And in person...
Call the police. We need to call the police.
Let's just say I was not impressed at all. So, we started doing that thing, and then I fell asleep, and I had to wake up because I was like, oh shoot, I have to go to school. And let's say it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. And so I waited and waited and waited for him to give me a lift back home so I could get ready for school. Luckily, I had my school things already because I'm a smart cookie. Okay. But we couldn't find a lift because this was a Tuesday night, and where I'm from, there's not a lot of lifts. And so, you will not believe what happened. He looked me in the eye and told me, if you start walking now, you'll make it. I just noticed I was not looking into the camera, I was looking at myself. But what is there not to look at?
Girl, please. No. Stop.
Anyways, back to the story. He told me to walk. And for y'all don't know, I am from California. And where I was at the time, that place was a 15-minute drive to my home. So the walk was 5 hours. And I had to walk on the freeway. So I was in a tough situation. I thought he was joking. I laughed. I waited a little bit longer. And then he wasn't joking. He was snoring. The next minute I looked over and I had to do it. I took my loose booty hole ass
No, my bad. I'm sorry.
and started walking home. So I walked for about 4 hours. And as you can see, I'm skinty, so that was no problem. But then my phone started to die, and I was not going to make it to school in time. So I just went on Grindr, changed my profile. Honey, I was ready to do anything for a ride home. I had to make it to school on time. Wait, am I making everything on my notes? Yes. And so I walked, and I kept walking, and I kept texting every guy on Grindr just to see who would give me a ride. And luckily, there was an Asian man who understood, because I guess he's been in a similar predicament. But he picked me up, took me to Denny's, he paid for it, and I made it to school. And ever since that day, I only do local hookups.